Welcome back to ATM10 to the sky. Alright, so I have one thing on my mind today, and it is Vibranium. So, being completely honest, no clue what I'm doing with this yet. But I know we gotta make the Ender Crafter and the Elite Crafting Table. So these are both like 7x7 crafting grids, I think. So this crystalline ingot has a huge crafting recipe. I'm not sure if we can automate this. There isn't like an auto crafting table, but I have no clue how it works yet. We're going to figure it out. Ender Crafter, this is also extended crafting, but this is easy to craft. It's literally just iron ingots, ender pearls, and this is also a 7x7x7 thing. So I'm going to get all the materials for this, and we're going to start trying to make some vibranium. Move up the ingot tier. Break! This is called a redstone ingot, and it's literally just redstone and iron. Like, it's so random. It's just so much random stuff. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like busy work crafting recipes. So we made the ender crafter. We made the alternator. Now I kind of want to make this all. Oh, we need crystalline. Oh, deep breaths. Crystalline ingots. Yeah, so I'm gonna make the ultimate auto crafting table. More crafting recipes. I'm just gonna make them all. All right, whoever made this, I have actual beef with, because this is just the most absurd crafting recipe of all time. Okay, I added up all of these, and now we should just be able to make this nice and easy. We need to make sure that all our dye recipes use dye essence, or we're gonna use a bunch of resources that we don't want to use. All right, let me make one ultimate. But we still don't have the ingots that we need. Let's make an ultimate crafting recipe. Yeah, okay, so we can make the ultimate. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Alright, it's taking a kind of long time. So we made the ultimate crafting table. Let me just see how this bad boy works. So for this, we need diamonds, lapis, gold, iron, nether star. We've been producing like quite the amount of nether stars. Alright, can we just click in? Okay, so now we have this. It kind of hurts my eyes looking at this, I won't lie. We'll make 12 of these bad boys. Now can we make the ultimate? No, that's the ultimate crafting table. Ultimate auto crafting table. Start. Yeah, I'm glad I set up patterns for all this. Oh, wait, is it making a whole other... Oh, I messed that up, didn't I? I made a whole other... made a whole other crafting table. Okay, so now we have the ultimate auto crafting table. Can we just pop that bad boy here? It takes power. So if I put this recipe in, and I ask for crystalline, okay, it absolutely does not do it. What if I go like this? And what if I put the recipe in here? Add the recipe. Shift plus left click to save the recipe. Okay. This is the setup. Barrel with an advanced hopper upgrade set to push top. In here, we have our crystalline recipe saved. Correct. And now if we ask for a crystalline ingot, is it going to work? Speed face. Push, pull, push and pull, push. I have a sneaky feeling this doesn't take input from the bottom. What if we do, Sneaky feeling this doesn't take input from the bottom. All right, back to the drawing board. Pattern provider, barrel, ultimate, flux point, All right, so let's put this pattern in, and I have it set up the opposite way now. And let's call the Chris. So let's make some of these. Oh, oh. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. Let me explain. Pattern provider with the recipe. Barrel with absolutely nothing in it. And recipe that this is like saved up here in one of these slots. I just have it in the first slot. And then power. Okay, so this seems like it's working. So let's connect this and this. So now this should say device online, one channel is being used. Cool. So let's just try our recipe again to make sure it all works. And also, I want to make sure that it works when we make 2 of it. It fills up double. Hopefully that's not a problem. Okay, it's not a problem. Perfect. So this is a working setup. I made another wireless connector connected to a hub, by the way, because if you look here, this channel is full. This channel is half. Or not half, it's 27 out of 32. And I just got a little bit worried if we start adding stuff over here, then we're going to have to change it later. So I just figured better fix it now. Okay, so this is crystalline, all working. Now, let's try to figure out the ender crafting. So first off, we need to make a budding uranium geore. So let's go do that. We actually don't have uranium from what I'm seeing right now. So we need to... How do we get uranium? Okay, so I found how to get uranium. And I just don't think we have any of this. So we need to sieve crushed deep slate to get uranium. So not that big of a deal. We're just going to have to do that a few times. Unless there's some in here. No, we only have uraninite. We have our uranium. Click this. Now we'll have our geore. That took way longer than it should have. I will not lie. Okay, but now we'll have our geore. And now we need to go into the ender crafter and do something. I'm not sure. I just need to see how this stuff works. Does this need power? I just kind of placed them all willy-nilly. Okay, I did it like this. So now it should go like this. Oh my slow. So do you fill up all of this with a 7x7? That is insanely slow. Kind of cool looking though. For reference, this is how fast it's going. Okay, so now, okay, it gives us our budding uraninite ore. Should we take these? We'll need to use our endercrafter to combine 4 uraninite with a budding. Okay, wait, that was for that quest. Now we can make vibranium, right? Endercrafting. Oh, we need the geore shards. Oh, this is so bad. This could be worse. The fact that we need straight geore shard is so bad. Diamond, quartz, iron, gold. So we need to make a geore farm that doesn't auto smelt like this one. Okay. So we need to make a geore farm kind of like this, but one for all the materials for vibranium. So we need diamond, this, and this. Jeez. I guess what we can do is just make literally this exact same setup. I'm trying to remember how to like make this from memory, but I feel like I'm inevitably just gonna like mess up how I made it, but it should be fine. I think we use a directional modifier now to make sure these are all facing down. Okay, so now this will all be powered. Cool. We'll turn that off for now though, so we're not like wasting a bunch of power. And now we need a Eclipse alloy pickaxe. I'm starting to really dislike the mod that like places blocks behind it. The other ones get really annoying. The anvil broke right as we needed it. Place that back. Okay, so now we have our Fortune 5, Efficiency 5 with hammer and drops teleporter. And this should all... Wrong teleporter. This should all work. But I just need to remember to click here. And we can place that in. Cool, and that starts working. Oh, but this is a problem. So instead of stone, we want this to be cobblestone. That should work the same. So instead of stone, since we're not auto smelting it, we should put it as cobblestone. That should work. Let's turn off the radius for these guys. I don't want to see it. Let's see if I can make another uranium geore. Do we have enough? Hopefully. No, we only have 6 ingots. That is not enough. Okay, so we'll just flush that out. So we have 2 of you, 2 of you. So we can knock those off. We need to make a gold. We need to make an iron. We need to make a emerald. We need to make a quartz. I don't know how many blocks I'll take. And we need to make a diamond. But actually, we should make like 3 of each of these now that I'm thinking about it. And hopefully none of these combine into random other materials. I had never thought we would have to be making more geores. I'm in a state of shock right now. I don't think I've used this casting table once. Like, legitimately. I realized... Okay, so looking at this Vibranium recipe... So it takes 2 things of uraninite. So I realized I should probably make more of these, but this geore is so annoying to make. So I'm grabbing more uranium. So here's all the geores that we're going to have, and we're going to make 1 extra uraninite geore. So let's go craft that up right now. So just placing more of these make this also like work faster? It seems like it. Can I place them like this though? I don't know. It doesn't seem to be going that much faster. And I placed all these in here. So let's turn this on and see if this will work. So it seems like they all grew properly. And then we will click U down here. Oh, I know the problem. I never added cobblestone to this label. So now it'll start working again. So this anchor that I have here for geores, I need to make the radius a little bit bigger. Should be all good. So yeah, now we're getting a ton of these, and I can make some more uranium geores. So what we want to do here is we want to go to storage tool, and we want to link you up to the storage tool. So now all these shards, if we search shard, should be popping into our system. Very, very nice. I'm going to add a couple more ancient debris shards, I think, while I'm making more. So I'm going to take a couple of these. And so we want 6 of these. Basically, the last 2 slots are going to be filled with these, so that the uraninite, so that the ratio stays like these all have 3, and now these have 6, because the ratio is 2 vibranium per 1 of everything else. Hopefully that makes sense. I think if that's like correct, that all should work, but I'm not really sure, being completely honest with you. So we're just gonna hope that works. Yeah, let's keep on making some more geores. So we need 2 more, basically. I wonder how our nether star production is going. Let's see, can we make like 300 of these? Oh yeah. So nether star production's going pretty good, I'd say. That takes up like a decent amount, but look at how fast we're going. 3 of these per. So we're probably making a star every like 9 seconds, I'd say. So that's pretty good. Then we got 4 more budding ancient debris geords. Being completely honest with you, I have no clue how we are going to automatically set this up, because this is a big boy. I mean, we can honestly like automatically set it up right here. It's a little, I don't want to say ugly. Ugly is not the right word, but out of place maybe is a better word. So now we have room for a couple more geores. And I think there's actually a Vibranium geore. There is. But it takes 9 blocks of it. Jeez. And it takes 59,000 sand, but we won't talk about that. Are we supposed to make the Vibranium geore? Back to the Endercrafter. Put the crystalline ingot in the middle of the slot and surround it with a bunch of geore shards. Which shards? Just quartz, iron, gold. Yeah. And now we have uranium. Or Vibranium, sorry. Jeez. How's this? Yeah, this is going to fill up quick. So these are all done. So I'm actually going to make, if you look here, I made an omega tier. I'm going to make another omega tier for this. It takes a little bit to crap. Never mind. So now we'll have the omega tier. And yeah, that's another little project done. So let's, I don't even know what to do. How's this looking? It looks like it's coming in faster than it was. It's because it's coming in stacks of 5 now, right? It was only going by 1. Yeah. Very, very nice. And honestly, you could probably put 2 more and it wouldn't hurt. Because you got to remember, per 9 of these is 1 ancient debris. So, like, the conversion's pretty slow. So we weren't getting netherite at, like, as fast of a pace as I would like to be getting it. But that's completely fine. So let's try to make our first vibranium. Here's our first and second vibranium. As you can tell, it's pretty slow. Boom. Vibranium. Look at that. Next tier upgrade. Alright. So, we got that all done. And now we can make it the vibranium smithing template. No, we won't need any fancy crafting for the vibranium upgrade template. Just normal crafting. What does ancient stone do? Let's see. Ancient stone. Yes, I want the ancient stone with 400 million blocks. Ancient smooth stone, ancient stone. To generate more ancient stone, we need soul lava? Oh, jeez. What a terrible recipe. Wait. So the different recipe is you either use all the modium, soul lava that gets consumed, or use blue ice and soul lava with oxidized copper. Okay. Soul lava's a little tough, though, because we basically need to blue laser lens drill a warden, and for that we need a, it's some sort of chamber, stasis chamber. Yes, we need a stasis chamber, and that takes an insane amount of power with the upgrades that you need. But yeah, I guess we'll try to do the auto ender crafting now. Auto ender crafter. So yeah, I'm gonna break this. I'm also gonna break this. And let's see how to do the auto ender crafting. Hopefully it's not like a big clunky thing, but if it is, womp womp, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Here's the auto ender crafting. Oh man, it's the same thing. It's the same thing as this bad boy. So I'm wondering if it's gonna have to be basically the exact same thing that we did here. Okay, so I decided to just run a power line like this. I think this just is a little bit neater. But let's basically set up what we have right here. And we will see if it just works automatically, so we don't need all the stuff around the 9 or the 7x7. So then this would go here. Vibranium would be the recipe that we need. So if we try to make a few vibranium, it's to be expected. Now let's go in here, click this. Shift left click to save the recipe. The recipe's saved. And yeah, we're going to need these ender alternators around this. Which is like a little tragic, but what are you going to do? Oh, man. Oh, gosh. What's the best way to do this? What's the best way to do this? Yeah, it's definitely pretty ugly. Won't lie about that. I'm gonna add a ring in the middle, and maybe that'll help it or hurt it. I don't know. You can't like rotate these things either. Just like you gotta place them how they place. Just like slightly annoying. I also don't know if this makes it faster at all or what. So I'm just assuming adding more equal better. Okay, let me connect this to this. I will put a color on it. Now it's white. And let me see if can I request like 10 of these bad boys? Oh, they're going in. They're going in. Is this going any faster? Oh, look how fast it's going now. Whee! Oh, and then we need to pipe this out. Let's do it in the back so we don't really have to look at it. And we'll put in advanced. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, so this all works. We just need to make it not so ugly. Should we move this to like back here and then move this forward? I feel like that probably wouldn't be a terrible option. So now it's all pasted in correctly. Add to the twerk, ender crafter. Duh. Get rid of this. Also get rid of this. Okay. So now this should... Did they swap my barrel? Ew, ugly acacia barrel. Ew. Okay. We fixed the piping. So that should be all good there. Once we hook it up. So it doesn't need anything more than a smart cable. Click U. Go over here, click U. Now these are connected. Put some nice color on it. Good. So now our ender crafter is all set up. And honestly, what we can do out of this is we can slide these like this wire out this way. Because then we also need to have the ultimate crafter stuff somewhere. So I can go here and here. Pattern provider. Pattern provide this. Scoop this out. Let's just make sure now that we move this that we can make a couple of these. All goes in. It's being crafted. Good. So now that works. Let's make this look nice. I do want to be able to see into it though. Whoops. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we take these. We go like this. This. And this. Then we can take these pipes and we can still pipe through. And it looks like we're piping through the wall. Alright, that looks pretty nice, I'd say. So we got to fully cover the pipe. And then it's piping through the wall. Cool. Yeah, I just don't like how that looks. I won't lie. Kind of looks bad. Let's try to make like 100 vibranium. Why is it not crafting? No, the recipe's like glitched or something. Can there not be other blocks in the 7x7? There we go. Yeah, I just had to replace the crafter. Weird. I don't hate it. I kind of actually like that you can like see into it. All right. So we have the vibranium pretty much automatically set up now in our little... I don't know if I like these copycat panels. I think I kind of just like it being shown. Honestly, I might do this. Do you think this would work? Let's see, we'll place these. Ooh, I kind of like that. Yeah, that's kind of cool looking. Oh, except the panel places backwards. Ooh. Ooh. I really like that. Man. Missplit. Man. Yes. Ooh, and then what if we put one like here? That looks sick. Oh, I like that so much better. Yeah, that looks really, really cool. I'm a big fan of that. Can't really do much about this pipe coming out of here. I mean, I could always run through the back, but I kind of like that you can like see the pipes. All right, yeah. So now we have Vibranium fully set up. So with that being done, the episode is also done. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I feel like we did a lot this episode. We stepped into something that I've never done before, so I was a little nervous to do it. But it seems like it all ended up working fine. We can make Vibranium. Hey, we can make Vibranium really, really quick. And yeah, yeah, I don't even know what to say. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you have a great day, and bye-bye.